Morning, friends. Welcome to a Goodwill shopping day. I haven't done one of these in ages, it feels like, but I'm going to be hitting several stores and I can't wait to see what I find. So the store just opened and it's so quiet in here. So hopefully that means I get first picks. Spotted these and I feel like they might be, Baldwin. This is that kind of fake brass finish that I don't like. And they're $6.99. Well, at least that one's $6.99. Let's see how much this one is. Yeah, $6.99. So I'll be passing on these just because that shine is just not that patinaed brass that people like. Here are some wood candle holders I could get on board with. Let's see, $6.99, which seems a little steep. Let's see if this one is also $6.99. Yeah, and it has that crack through it. I am building another eclectic wood set, so I think I may get this one, even though the price is a little more than I want to spend. But it's really hard to find like single wooden candle holders for eclectic sets. So this is gonna come home. A lot of wood boxes, but all of them have the hardware broken. So that is a bummer. And then this one looks a little too new. So that's probably not vintage. The shelves are pretty sparse at this Goodwill. I will say that, which is a bit of a bummer. So this is a teeny tiny miniature guitar case. Is that not the cutest thing you have ever seen? I mean, I don't need it, absolutely do not need it, but I'm so tempted to get it because it's so tiny. But it's $3, so I'll be passing. So I don't know what this is, but it is handmade and carved in rustic. Like that part looks awesome, and then this part they like fix together, and that's like a partial circle. Does anyone know what this is? It is $3.99. I kind of feel like I need it as a really weird rustic catch-all. I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to it. So I decided to Google Lens it, and it's actually a cash register drawer organizer. Like you'd put all the change in it. So I think it's actually quite old, which is awesome. So I'm definitely getting it now. This is the most adorable glass turtle. Look at its little turtle friends. Can't tell, it's handmade, but I can't tell if it's something that's like artisan, so I gotta try to get that sticker off. So I thought this was a handmade ceramic piece, but it's definitely one that's been manufactured. If this was like a handmade studio piece, I would absolutely bring it home. So when I was trying to film on the other side of this aisle, I kept hearing a bell sound and I was like, what is going on? And it's because the person was stocking all of these bells. How cute are they? They're $3 a piece. I gotta look them up. So I'm keeping an eye out for glass for you guys, and I turned this over and I don't think it's anything. I couldn't see a signature, so another piece of glass I'm gonna pass on. This bowl caught my eye, but if memory serves, I think this is a Target one. Yeah, Threshold. Yep, sad because I really like it, but I won't be picking it up. These are so pretty. There's no markings on them. But I love the blue on blue colors. So first stop was, a semi-success. I actually got stuff. This is the store that I almost never get anything in. So the fact that I found anything worth buying was amazing. It was kind of sparse. Like the shelves were really sparse. But that cash register drawer, like wood organizer, so good. I love that. So that was definitely worth a stop. Walking into the second Goodwill, this is the location where I have scored those two amazing pottery hauls in the past year. So I don't think I'm gonna have that luck today, but hopefully I find something. Well, here is a cute little studio pottery piece, $3.99. And look at this lid. And it seems like it's in good shape. I gotta check it over for cracks, but it's adorable. I'm not usually one for vintage tins, but this one is really cute actually. I like how flat it is and all the colors. It's adorable. I won't be picking it up, but this is a tempting one for me. So these hands are not vintage. They are like plastic or resin, but I think they could be really cool in a booth holding like a sign. So I may get them just for that. So how are we feeling about this strange ceramic mound? I thought it was a lid. It's not. It's just a decorative thing. I kind of like it though, and its weirdness. I probably won't get it. But, in the sea of nothing, this is the only thing that's appealing to me right now. So that's how this store is going. This may be the fanciest Pyrex looking dish I have ever seen. Look at all of that gold. I'm gonna have to Google Lens this. So that gold casserole dish is Anchor Hocking and actually has like 24 karat gold on it, I guess. There's actually two of them. I'm gonna be passing on them, but they were very glitzy. So I'm kind of loving this chair because it's floral and poofy. It is $50. I don't need it. You guys know me, I don't usually pick up furniture. These little bowls are adorable. I even like them all together, but they're $3.99 a piece, and I don't think they're handmade. I think there's something that's new. Walking into Goodwill number 3. This is a pretty studio pottery piece. It's really big. Ooh, I like the color inside. It is $4.99. I may have to get this. Look at this giant lidded pot. Like, what would you even do with this? It's so huge. This is adorable. And I think, yep, that is, I think handmade, $2.99. Really cute. I don't know what that little hole is. Like, was that a mistake or part of the design? Does it need a cork? I don't know. It's really cute though. A few more studio pottery pieces. I think this one might be done by that same person. Yeah, that did that one. This one I don't like as well. I wish that the circles were a little less drippy looking. So I'll pass on that, but I definitely think I'm gonna get this. And probably that little cutie. Well, you guys know I'm always picking up these for my booth, so this is coming home. You guys know I sell these all day long too, so let's see how much it is. $2.99. Okay, the wood aisle is totally delivering today. So I just pulled this off the shelf. I actually think it's really cute. Whoever hand painted it did, I think, a decent job. There's me. Hi. It is $6.99. Okay, getting this one too. I can't believe it, you guys. I actually had to grab a cart, which is so rare, you know, for me. I also picked up this little wooden box. It has little turtles. I thought it was really, really cute, and it is carved on the outside too. So don't know the background on it. I still gotta check to make sure there's nothing cracked, but really a sweet little piece. So these are really fun. They were probably someone's wedding present because they have the monograms on them, but they are brass, $6.99 each. I won't be getting them because of the monogram, but I've never seen brass like beer steins like this. I kind of like this. I mean, I see them all the time, but usually they're broken because I think they're resin. $6.99. This one is actually intact and has a little bit more of an aged type of like shiny gold finish. I don't know. I can't decide if I think it's hideous or I actually like it. So I'll put it in the cart just to see. I wish there were more of these glasses. I think they're Fostoria when I did the Google lens on them. I don't know if people like this size. There's 4 of these. Only one of these guys. How much were they? $1.99 a piece. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. I've always liked these too. It looks like there's just 3 of these. So a lot of odd numbers. This strawberry is adorable, but I have no idea what you're supposed to do with it. Like, does it just sit on a surface like this and it's cute? Because you can't really hang it because it doesn't have any sort of hanging. I mean, you could put a hanging mechanism on it, but where? It's so thin. Like, what do you do with this? That's really cute, though. Anything strawberry? Oh, man. Do I need to get it just because it's a strawberry? I don't know. So that stop totally delivered. I got a lot of great stuff. Had to get a box to put it in when I left the store. So amazing, amazing stop. So we're taking a pause. I got to go drop a painting off to a customer, and then I got to pick something up from a reselling friend, and then we're going to hit some more stores. Okay, so I just dropped off a painting to its new owner. So Jennifer, thank you again so much for buying it from me, and it was very nice to meet you in person. And then I also picked up this very cool bamboo rack, which I'm going to show you. So one of my reselling friends knows I love bamboo shelves, and she was working at one of the vintage shops where she has an antique booth, and she said, I think you need this. So she sent me some pictures, and then I got it. So she brought it back to me and even gave me a box that fits it perfectly. So that is a true, true friend. Someone who will find you something amazing for your shop and then find you the perfect box so you don't have to get a box yourself. So thank you so much, Sarah. So just stopped in an antique mall down the road from where I was meeting the person with the artwork and decided to pop in. And this is the vendor in this mall that I usually find some great stuff. They have great pottery and just really eclectic pieces. And so I've been going through the shelves. Now a lot of it this time is outside my budget, but sometimes they do like sales and you get them cheaper. This I really wanted because that is a very cool copper piece. It's 25 bucks, so a little more than I want to spend up front. And then I was really excited for a second because that's a Polish box, but it's 10 bucks. I may get this. It is $2, and stuff like this is good for like grab bags and just little things that people can pick up from your booth that just help you pay the rent. And I also thought about getting some of these molds for my mother-in-law for her pottery because she loves to press things into like the wooden molds that you get that sometimes it used to be like the screen printing or block printing. But yeah, a lot of great pieces. Really love this. This is $35. But that face, the ceramic, is so cool. But the thing I definitely am gonna get is this amazing dance wooden bowl that has a plastic insert. So maybe it was a ice bucket and it's 15. And then I thought about getting these. These are $6. They're salt and pepper shakers. And people love salt and pepper shakers. And these ones are nice and clean. And this part here pops up so they don't have the cork, which I definitely prefer. So here's some of the finds. I also just found this in the booth. It's $12. It's the most beautiful like catch-all or serving piece. So this is definitely coming home too. So I just found this guy too. It's carved wood. It's $4. It's definitely coming off more orangey in this lining. This is Era Industries, ready to hang. I think it's really cute. So this is gonna come home. I was also looking at all of these, but they don't have any sort of like markings or signatures, so I just don't feel confident picking them up, but they are really pretty. So I ran into a reselling friend here, Christina, and she spotted this amazing folk art, almost like doll horse shelf. She's like, you need to buy that. I'm like, yes, I do. You guys may remember she found me that awesome religious needlepoint around Christmas time. And then in this booth, I also found this awesome piece for $8. The shelf is $12.99. And then this over here is one of her spaces. She has a few shelves. And so I pulled this off her shelf because it is so cute. I just can't take it. So $6. So I'm going to be getting this from her. I like that piece too down there. The artwork. So yeah, she has fun. Ooh, I see a crewel as well. I'll have to look at that. So I'm in a very stocked booth to show you guys the other side. I'm on the back side of it because I don't want to miss anything good. But I just pulled this off the shelf. It's mushrooms, and you guys, it is Italian. It says Italy on the bottom. So yeah, awesome score. And I want to say it was like 10 or 15 bucks. I'm also getting this very strange bronze mushroom head because why not? It is awesome. And the last weird thing is this Care Bear piece. It's $10. I mean, it is something else, but I feel like it could appeal to some younger people. So this is the front of the booth that I was just checking all the back shelves. There's so many very good things. I wanted these heads here, but they are 15, I think 20, so outside my budget. And I also kind of wanted that cute little owl too. He's 10, which is I think a good price. I'm trying to just focus on some of the other pieces I think are really stand out. I like that mirror back there. So yeah, everywhere I look is something cool and new. I feel like I need to just spend like a ton of time combing this entire booth. This is kind of a sweet little framed piece. Looks like it's $9. I actually really like the yellow frame and the black matting. It makes it very eye-catching. I think I'm gonna have to get it. You guys, I did pretty good. Got a lot more than I thought. And this is an adorable, like, cat little needlepoint thing. It's really kind of funky, but the colors are fun. Okay, so I have one more Goodwill stop in me, so that makes 4, I think, today, which is a really good run. You guys know this gal's coming home with me. I love her. She is, where's her price? Oh, there, $4.99. So yeah, she doesn't seem to have any chips or cracks either. She's just a little dirty, but she's awesome. An entire collection of Marys must have come through because look at all of them. Here's another one here. Oh, and there's Mary and the baby Jesus, I'm assuming, over there. Crazy how many statues are here today. I also just grabbed this off the shelf. It's $2.99. It seems like it is hand-blown glass. I thought this was going to be like resin, but it's actually glass. There's only one of them, but I think it kind of is a cool piece on its own. Especially for $2.99, I think I'm going to get it. You guys, more Marys. So I definitely think the Tonala one is coming home, and that wood one, and maybe even her, although she looks really sad. So I'm debating on that one, but the other two for sure. The one in the back I think is part of a nativity. So I just found this guy, which I think is hand built, and it's really weird. So I think I'm gonna have to get it. You guys, I lost my mind and a lamp entered my cart. It happened very fast. $9.99, it's brass, like star-shaped lamp. I don't know, it's really cool. I'm probably gonna regret this deeply, but there is no holding back, I feel like. This may be the cutest little creamer I have ever seen. It is $4.99, so I don't need it and I don't sell these, but it is adorable. Okay, so that is a wrap on thrifting. I can't wait to show you some of the pieces I did not show you in footage. So there is some stuff that you're gonna see there. You're like, wait a minute, when did you get that? I was around today. I was a woman who got around. So yeah, we're gonna recap some of the stuff I picked up and then show you a bunch of stuff that I did not show you on camera. Okay, so we are back in my studio space. It's the next day. My new gallery wall is behind me. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I oscillate between I love it and I don't know. So I feel like I still need to live with it. I need to cut some videos, like more videos with it in the background to know. That's one thing about decorating for real life versus decorating for on camera. They are two very different things, and what looks good in real life in the scale of your home doesn't necessarily look good in like this much of what you guys see in the footage. But my new lady's back. That's making me feel a little better to have that anchor point there, and I moved my chair closer to the dresser so it kind of fills up the space again. So I don't know, we'll see how long it lasts. I gotta live with it some more, but I wanted to start the haul portion with some of the items that you guys did not see on footage. So the bamboo rack that I picked up from my friend is this one. It is so good. It is tortoiseshell bamboo, which you guys have heard me say a million times, always sells well. And these are something that people are always looking for. I mean, they can be used anywhere. I think a lot of people are using them in the bathroom because they're just a great organizer for like above a toilet or really anywhere. And this one is particularly good because it has some of this caning here. They don't always have caning. Most of the time, it's just like a flat surface. So this one is like extra special. So I'm really excited. It's very dusty, so I gotta get it cleaned up. But these sell for, you know, over $100, and that's what makes them really good pickup. I think I paid 30 bucks for it, so I always end up paying up for these. I very rarely find them inexpensively, and so they're always an investment piece that ultimately, when it sells, you know, I make a good margin. But that's just something to note that when you find them out, usually you have to pay up for them and then to make the big bucks. But yeah, really excited about this, and everyone on the internet knows that I love tortoiseshell bamboo, so I'm always grateful for my friends who are like, I found one, do you want it? And I'm always like, yes, please. So one thing nice about having reselling friends, if you don't have any, you need to get them because they can look out for you and pick up stuff for you in your shop. So the next two things are presents for myself. They're impulse buys. I went into Curiosities, which is where I have one of my vintage booths. I share it with my mom. It's primarily her stuff now. She has taken over, which is totally fine. You guys know it's hard for me to keep up with sourcing and merchandising my spaces. So I'm grateful that she's filling in a lot of that space, so it takes the pressure off me. But every time I go in, I always have a little look around. It's always a mistake. I'm sure you guys feel that way too when you go in to like refresh your space at a mall and then you find something you want to buy. So that was this, which you guys are probably not surprised about, this adorable Kakeshi. I love her. I have two collections of Kakeshi. I have the dark moody ones that are primarily like black, and then their little outfits are like darker, and then I have my Kakeshis that are primarily like the coral color accents, and her face is really unique. It is very smiley. She's kind of creepy also too.
She's kind of like one of those like characters when you see in a movie where someone enters an arcade and like everything is too happy and you know you're gonna die there. This is like that face, I feel like, which makes me love her even more. I don't know, maybe, I don't know what it says about me that I like to fill my space with things that are kind of creepy, like her and then my, I can turn over, my giraffe over there who always looks horrified. I don't know, I guess it just brings me joy. I don't know what that says about me, but she is for me. So I got this from another dealer. So if you ever go into that mall, if you're local, the dealer is named Rust. She's great stuff. Her pricing is fair, I think, for what she has. And so I always enjoy shopping her spaces. I've gotten many things from her over the years. I was gonna show you something else, but it's all the way across the room. So anyways, you've seen it before. And then the other thing I picked up from her space is this really adorable and very heavy lidded pot. It's brass, it's extremely like brutalist to me. I mean, it's just, it's almost like, I feel like a gemstone or some sort of crystal. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. Do I need something like this? No, I never need anything like this, but I just thought it was too cute and I couldn't give it up. So I'm like, oh, just put jewelry in it or nothing and just admire it. I don't know. This is one of those things where you just are out shopping and you see and you're like, oh, I think I have to get you because it like tugs at you. So yeah, 2 presents for me yesterday, which I'm always like, you know, I'm in the business of selling stuff, but I also am in the business of collecting stuff for me. So that happened yesterday, but we're gonna move on to some stuff that's gonna be available for you guys. So I'm just gonna highlight a few pieces because you guys saw a lot in the footage. I wanna touch on this piece here, and I think I'm gonna sell it, but it is Italian pottery and it's a mushroom. I mean, I can't believe it exists. When I turned it over and saw that it was Italian, I nearly fainted on the spot in that booth because it's just anything mushroom is very hot. It's very desirable. People love it. I love it. My husband loves mushrooms. Well, that sounds terrible. Not the psychedelic mushrooms. He loves the, I would say edible mushrooms, but that's the same thing. My husband loves culinary mushrooms. That's the word I'm looking for. Culinary mushrooms. And so we actually grow culinary mushrooms, like exotic ones that are not psychedelic, that don't have psilocybin in them. And so anything mushroom I usually like will pick up for him. So I have not offered this to him yet because he loves anything mushroom, and this is blue and it's really cute. So I don't know. So this is a TBD. I'll probably list it because I know one of you guys are gonna want this because this is so cute. Another thing I'm gonna list that I'm like, oh man, I really wanna keep it. And when my friend saw it on the wall, she's like, you should probably keep that. I'm like, oh, I really want to, but I just know that this is gonna be a fast seller because it is that folk art design and it's a spice rack and it is adorable, like adorable. This is going to be available. It was only $12.99, which to me was a steal, and I was very excited about this piece. This was at a antique mall that when I go to, I always have mixed experience. Sometimes I will find a lot like yesterday, and then other times I'll walk out empty-handed for like several stops in a row. Now I also don't go at the right time at all. I always tend to go like right after a weekend when the place has been like, you know, shopped a lot. I need to start going before a weekend when all the vendors will have restocked during the week. I'm only ever over there, I feel like, at the wrong time. So if you're in the area, it's definitely worth going to. It's 2 floors, there's a lot of stuff, and you can find gems like this. But yeah, I always seem to time it wrong. Just try to go there not on like a Monday, Tuesday. Although this was on a Tuesday and I got a lot of stuff, so who knows? Maybe it's just me. Maybe my luck there. I feel like sometimes as a reseller, like you only have luck at certain places, and then your friend who's a reseller will only have luck at different places, and that's just how it goes, because what is like a honey hole amazing sourcing spot for me is not necessarily for someone else, and vice versa. I don't know how the thrifting universe works, but that's how it goes. Now this piece I also got there, I thought it was phenomenal. It's really well made. It was only $12, and as a catch-all, I mean, imagine this like on a coffee table or on your kitchen counter, like especially if you had like a butcher block counter, that would be awesome, because it would like this color would pop off the wood. But yeah, as a catch-all, this is phenomenal. I imagine you also could use it for entertaining, but I would probably use it for remotes and jewelry and all the things to corral all the stuff that we have around the house. So yeah, this will be available on Etsy. It's gonna be a bit obnoxious to ship, but it's just one of those standout pieces that people are always looking for to organize. So lately I've been bringing most of my brass vases to my vintage booths because I feel like they sell better there. I mean, I used to sell them all day long on Etsy and it slowed down, but this one being like enamel, like having those really pretty flowers, I feel like this is a special piece. I think I'm gonna start it on Etsy, and then if it doesn't sell, I'll bring it to my booth. But I thought this was really, really pretty, and I can't remember, oh, it's on here, $8, $8. I mean, I think that's a really fair price for this. I thought it was so pretty. Now, like looking at it with my wall, now I want this too. Okay, we're not going there. This will be available on Etsy. So the next piece is the most surprising of everything that I picked up, and it's this cash register drawer insert. And I did not know what it was when I saw it. I knew it was old. I figured someone could use it for jewelry or as a drawer organizer, like a rustic one. So I knew someone was gonna want it, but I didn't know what its original purpose was. Thankfully, Google Lens knew. It doesn't always. And yeah, these can go on the low side. I was seeing like 40, 50 bucks, down the high side over 100, which is crazy to me. But I mean, cash registers are a dying breed. They don't make them anymore because we're, moving towards a cashless and changeless society, which is so wild to think that my son will never really use cash and change in any sort of meaningful way when he gets older and actually starts, like buying stuff with his own money, which is so strange because there's been such a huge part of, human existence for so long. But anyways, this will be available on Etsy. I just think it's a cool piece. It's definitely been cobbled together on this side because this is like intentional, and this, you could tell this has been cut off here. So it's definitely not a perfect version, but I kind of also like that about it, that, someone, made it work in the cash register that they had. And so I don't know. Sometimes I feel like these types of things is like a window into who was, running that business. They're like, you know what? We're going to make it work. We're bootstrapping and we're going to make it work. So anyways, this is like the story that I'm telling myself about this piece. But anyways, this will be available on Etsy. I was so tempted again to keep this one for jewelry and stuff because it's just so fun. But, and then also I have not shown it to my son because I know as soon as I do, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm going to put my Legos in this. And like, as much as this would be an aesthetic Lego organizer, I gotta make some money, so we're gonna sell it. But yeah, I was shocked when I found this that it's actually worth something. A couple more things from the antique mall. I got this adorable cross stitch. I love the message and the matting and this frame. Now this is plastic, so just FYI, whoever buys it, it is plastic, but I think it's just really, really sweet and fun and just a little bit kitschy. So yeah, it was $9, which seemed like a really good deal for this. This will be available on Etsy. And then I thought this was really lovely too. Anything carved wood is really exciting. And the funny thing was, the last time I was at this store or this antique mall, I picked up a wooden plate that was carved from the same dealer. And it just sold the other day, and then I went back and got a new one. So it's kind of funny how that happens, where like I should have known I must be going back to that antique mall because that sold and I needed to replenish, my carved wood inventory, I guess. This one is really interesting too. I love wall plaques like this because they're really versatile, and I love the wood tones on this one. It's in really good shape, and it was only $4, and it has the hooks on the back. It's ready to go. Which is awesome when you can find something that already has the hardware on it and you can just list it and be done with it and not have to do any like rehabbing or tweaking, because you guys know I don't like to do projects. Even this is considered a project in my world when I'm so busy. So I think that, oh wait, no, I did want to talk a little bit about this, which I thought was like some sort of weird do, but I think this also is a Mary statue with a baby Jesus, because there were so many Mary statues that I did not show you guys that were on the shelves in other places, that it was a whole collection that came in. So this was my favorite one that I got. I love tonala pottery. This is Mexican pottery. She's so cute. I mean, adorable. I love her. I've always wanted one, but I feel like I gotta sell something. And so she'll be for sale. And then this one is just so strange looking, but I admire the fact that the person has such a wide range of Mary that she collected or he collected, that person collected. Like stuff like this that is very interesting and unique to the stuff that's very classic, the stuff from Italy. So I just love how it was that wide range of Mary statue styles. I would have loved to have seen it in that person's home to see how many they had and what the variety was. It would have been awesome. I'm tempted to go back to that thrift store today just to see if more were coming out, because when I was leaving, there was a new cart and there was at least 2 more in that new cart, not the style that I would have picked up. So I was like, okay, they're still working their way through these, I wish I could ask someone, but the employees there are not super forthcoming with what is back there, which I understand they're busy, but I wish I could just be like, hey, what else is back there? And their response has always been, you're just gonna have to wait till it comes out. And I'm like, great. I'll just camp out here then. So yeah, we'll see if I have time today to go do it. And I think that, oh wait, no, one more thing I decided I'm gonna list on Etsy is this adorable lidded pot. It's super sweet. This lid is so delicate, and the fact that it's not broken, like this piece is intact, is amazing. I'm always just shocked when pottery makes it through the donation process and doesn't get destroyed. So this was only $3.99. I thought it was a great deal. So I'll get this up on Etsy too. And then if it doesn't sell, I'll take it to my vintage booth. But a lot of the other stuff that you guys saw, I'm just gonna take it to a booth. But if there's anything that you guys want, you know, always just let me know. Okay, you guys, that is all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more thrifting and decorating content between my videos here on YouTube, make sure you check me out on Instagram. And anything that's available on Etsy is usually linked down below in the description box. Thanks again, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.